could be flying, I could be reaching at the skies, I could be sailing over the seas, whatever it means. I could be climbing, I could be climbing over hills. I wouldn't be lying that whatever I do is better with you. I could be flying, I could be reaching at the skies, I could be sailing over the seas, whatever it means. I could be climbing, I could be climbing over hills. I wouldn't be lying that whatever I do is better with you. I could be flying, I could be reaching at the skies, I could be sailing over the seas, whatever it means. I could be climbing, I could be climbing over hills. I wouldn't be lying that whatever I do is better with you.
Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Does my microphone work? How are y'all doing? What's going on, everybody? Let me get my Spotify controller open because I can't hear anything just like y'all can't. But you know what this game has? Really good music. So we're gonna turn it on. Listen to it. It's so happy. It's so relaxing. I'm gonna turn on Derek's voice, and I think we're all ready to go. Perfect. All right. And overlay. God, I love having a stream deck so much. It makes things so much easier. Welcome to Planet Zoo. I have not played this game. This is my first time playing this game, so it's going to be an adventure for all of us together. If you need me to adjust any audio, let me know, because I've not played this game. And while I'm playing with zoo animals, Derek is going to go play with the beaver.
Mm-hmm. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Listen, you said it, not me.
I'm telling your followers get their minds
What's
out
going
of the
on,
gutter.
Panda? Welcome in. All right, we're going to start with this career level because I don't trust myself to start a zoo yet. I also like the career levels more, just to be completely honest. Like, they give me structure and a goal, and it keeps me from burning out on a game. If I try to start my own zoo, it'll be like an ADHD nightmare. Fully train a staff member. Okay, cool. No, this is a cool cutscene. I move my mouse.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person.
What's going
I'm
on, Krabby
Bernard,
Leech?
although I insist
Welcome in.
you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets.
Lovely. There,
As you know,
there it
I
is.
own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
Oh, there's something on fire that's
But
just
we're in the middle
scrolling
of
down
a
the
big
sidewalk.
renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his
I
dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off.
Hi, Grease
Don't worry,
Gun.
though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be
It's
lending
Greasy.
a helping hand.
It's Greasy.
Oh, she's
Greasy's
a
message
hard
got held
worker,
for review.
and she'll expect you to
Because
be
there
too.
were way too many
But
eyes in it.
I'm sure
Oh
we
yeah,
get
it
along
held
like a
immediately. It
house
was
on
like, this
fire.
is held for
Even
review.
better, one
Allow?
that isn't on fire, less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
You've got
Good.
Ryan.
Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma.
What's going
because
on,
we're about to
Brian?
get really hands-on.
Okay.
But before
Oh
we begin
God,
the
there's so
real
much on
work,
my screen.
How about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning
Okay.
how to fly around it
Okay.
and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Okay. Oh, do I? Oh, good God. Not like that. Oh. Okay, WASD moves around. Zoom in, zoom out. And that controls the... Good God, is there a camera sensitivity? Much better. All right.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
Look at it. It's a grizzly
Select
bear.
one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay, this is Mika.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel? See now, this is a fantastic way to
I
get
was about to say, that's a
close
really
look at
good
your
view. Now we
animals.
got a good view.
You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Other side of the zoo. Oh, that makes it very helpful, actually.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a
Aw.
pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome.
Oh,
Which
it's so
is precisely why
cute.
I handle training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
But I want to hang out with Eliza. Eliza's adorable. Look at this. Alright, I guess we gotta do what the game says. Okay, that is not what we do. This camera's gonna take some getting used to controlling. Because it's also like, I would rather have my camera inverted. Like if I push it this way, I want to look the other way, I guess. Alright, where's the... Okay, there's the empty exhibit. I wonder what goes
As
here.
you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well,
Yeah, animals.
two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal
Yeah, it's pretty
market, which is in the animal trading section. There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
I didn't
When you
plan to
adopt
do
an
that.
animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home? When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right.
Okay, I just
let's
wanna-
get the warthog's habitat
wanna see
finished up so we
something.
can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Okay, well, at least there's something that'll help me.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now,
Okay.
each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Okay, where would make the most sense to put this? If they sleep there, we can put it right here. And then we'll put the water bowl, like, right
Animals
here.
also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
All right. We'll put that
Oh,
here.
Nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see.
Yeah.
Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Okay, well, their enrichment is, I guess, going up. I want to see, can I see how much this thing weighs? Because those things, like, the workers, like, carried these things like it was nothing. Like, last I checked, warthogs weigh like a good, decent amount. I don't think you can, hold on, let's see. I'm going to Google this. Warthog weight.
I mean,
Oh,
pigs are pretty heavy. You can't even carry a pig.
So the females I feel like you could carry if you were big and strong. They weigh 99 to 170 pounds, but the males weigh 130 to 330 pounds.
Yeah, but 99 is going to be like a juvenile.
I mean, or like a large dog.
No, I'm saying, yeah, but like, they also don't like to be carried. That changed, like, if you've ever tried to carry a sheep or a
Oh,
pig,
before we
like,
actually
they don't
start
like it,
building our
and that
ostrich
makes it a
habitat,
lot
let's
heavier.
pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
I see an issue with this ostrich habitat.
That's more like it. A quick
There's no
break.
wall.
Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built.
Okay.
Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Oh, it has to be right there. I think it would be like way better if it was like right here. But okay.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier. Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have
That
a
looks
full
so
loop
jank.
of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. but seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
Okay. Um.
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's
Oh,
always best to make
okay.
sure the
Is this
guests
game like
can
Sims?
get a good
It's
view into
yeah,
a
kind
habitat
of.
from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy. And because this
Probably
would be a
more-
pretty terrible
well,
zoo if they
It's like
couldn't.
Planet Coaster. It's
The
by the same
last
people that
thing we
made
need
Planet
to do
Coaster.
Yeah.
is to add a
I was gonna say, like, if
donation
you're
box.
trying to compare to
You see,
Sims
when
like
guests enjoy
SimCity,
the view
maybe,
of an animal, they'll make a
but
donation.
even that, this
Just
is a
make
lot
sure you
more
put
in
them in
depth.
easy-to-reach places like near a viewing point.
Kind of like
Donation
City
boxes
Skylines.
are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Put it right by the viewing area,
Now,
so
before
people feel
we
like they
adopt
need
our
to.
ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh? By
Okay.
the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
All right.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate
I'm not
food
gonna try to kill
enrichment
any
item.
animals. I don't think
It's
that's
often
is that
best to place
possible?
things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
If it is, it's not nice.
Oh God, what type of? They need a feeding station. Okay, so they need. I'm gonna give them a large feeding station because like, there's like 4 of them, and then the water trough we'll put like. We'll put it over here by their climbing thing because like I imagine they get pretty thirsty. A slow feeder. Okay, well, we'll put that right here.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour?
I did not. Oh,
Heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera finds
I'm
alone
calling
would
PETA.
bankrupt us.
what's going on, King?
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Okay.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
I'm pressing what you want me to press. You want me to? No. Oh God. This game has some weird mount. Okay, outside placement area. Okay, where do you want me to place it? Is there like a specific area? Oh, I guess there is a specific area that it wants me to place it in.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness
Womp womp.
negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power, and that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Okay.
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off. Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then.
Okay.
Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Okay. Are we gonna make this like a habitat for some Bengal tigers?
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Jesus, this placing thing is kind of jank. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not used to it. Also, I just want to say, like, pouring concrete is incredibly hard. There's no way in hell that somebody would pour concrete this fast. I guess we'll angle this and we'll make it like kind of like a, because I don't know how to change the, like the, okay.
I just did a little bit of concrete 2 days ago.
Concrete's not fun.
Nope. And I have a concrete mixer, but it was broken, so I had to mix by hand.
Oh,
But it wasn't a lot, so.
yeah, no, when I worked with concrete, it wasn't like it wasn't like mixer amounts of concrete. It was like call the concrete truck amounts of concrete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which even that, like, you have a machine doing it for you, but there's still so much manual labor.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Where's the barrier selection tool? Help me. Game, help me. Is it over here? Okay. Help?
I can.
Don't be a baby. It's not that bad. It's horrible. What do you mean?
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you
okay.
can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
We'll go 4 meters.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box
Meters?
near to your viewing
Where does this thing
areas.
take place?
We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Okay.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
I don't think it is. I think I messed up. Hold up. Okay, well, I messed up. They're not gonna be able to view it, and you won't let me fix it, so they're not gonna be happy. And then you're gonna yell at me. And then I'm gonna be really upset. Please don't yell at me.
Whilst
I
our
tried to
trusty
fix
caretakers
it.
collect and deliver the tigers, let's
We have
take a look
tigers
at
now.
preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
How about you let me adjust the barriers first, please? I messed up. Okay, there's the
This
food
time,
tray.
instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool. Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Frozen blood pumpkin. Okay, what is a rubbing pad? Okay, we'll add this. We'll add this like right here. Oh. 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 Oh, it's so sensitive. Okay. Okay, right there. And then we'll put this like right
Okay,
there.
it's really starting to take shape. Now, the
going on, Gamer
tigers will need a
Mooses?
shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter
Okay, so
to
we're
their
in
habitat.
England. That's why we're using.
You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
I plan to fix this because this is the viewing side.
Oh,
I
poor
think I
Dabs.
just learned
I'm
these
sure
are
it
staff
can't have escaped your
pathways.
attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Rightio, click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Do they want soil or did okay? Can I change the way this? I make this look like somewhat natural, and like maybe around this area, and like over here. There we go. That looks a bit more natural, I think. Just kind of... There we go. Game, what do you want from me? What do you want? What do you mean there's not enough natural shelter? Oh, okay, I guess we still need some more terrain. Okay. Bitch, what do you want from me? I'm trying over here. Do we need some more? Do we need some like rocks? Do you want some rocks? Is that what you want? Rocks are hard. Does that make it better? I'm not sure what you want from me. I'm not gonna lie. What do you want from me, Mr. Tiger? 95%. Did I overdo it? Oh. Okay. 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 I see what I did wrong here.
Right then. All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use
Grass.
plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those
Tropical
plants.
grassland.
To find
temperate.
out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand. What do they want? Is there a tiger? What do you want? Okay, you want some wattle bushes. Oh, okay. You don't like these plants. I got you. Okay. I don't think that's how trees work. All right, now we need some bushes like kind of like up in here, kind of around there, like I guess their pond area. Yeah, I'll give them some. Oh, they didn't like that one. They like that. Okay, they like that one. Put another one over here. Oh, they did not like that one. Okay. Do you like this? No. Do you like palm trees? They like the palm trees. Okay, there's you a palm tree. You get you a coconut, I guess. But what do you not like? Where are tigers from? Can someone please inform me where tigers are from? What continent do tigers live on?
Africa?
Well, they don't like the African foliage. They hate they like the Asian foliage, the Oceania foliage, the North American foliage. I live
Is this
in
just like aesthetics?
yeah, I live in North America, and I've never seen a tiger out in the wild, but maybe I'm looking in the wrong places.
I mean, my thought, I don't know how, like, you know, intelligent this game is based on it, but if they're a predator, they're going to want high coverage plants to do their hunting in.
Well, tigers are predators last I checked.
That's what I said.
Do they like this one? Or is this inappropriate? Oh, they like this one. Okay, perfect. So we'll give them some of these. We'll kind of like stack them all up over here. Give them some, what are these? Cattails reed stands. Add some more back up in over here. Do they like the elephant ears? They like elephant ears. Good. Elephant ears are hard to kill and easy to take care of. Are you getting happier? Okay, yeah, they're getting happier. We just gotta add in some more plants. Okay, perfect. I'm understanding now. Please get this off my screen so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I understand now, I think. Like, I'm starting to understand it. Do we like this elm tree? We can put another tree in. Like, we put another tree in, like, over here. Yay! I did it!
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Okay, we will fix this when it lets me. But, like, I'm gonna move this gate over to this side, and then move this glass over to this side, and maybe move this donation box over here, because the guests currently can't see the tigers, and that's sad. So, let's go check on the
Now then,
Indian peafowl.
Just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing.
I don't know
Although
what a
technically, I
peafowl-
suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare, and we
Oh.
can get a bit more detail. Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Okay.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3
Oh,
more female
peacocks.
peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
Okay. Animal market. Adopt. Adopt. Peacocks are cheap.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Snow leopard. Okay. Where's the snow leopard? This zoo is huge.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Swap.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat. As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered. You can find heat
Okay.
maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
I added the 3 coolers.
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what
Okay.
the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Okay. I don't know how we just make snow appear out of my ass, but I guess, but cool. Okay. Apparently they also need some long grass. Oh. Oh, no, they don't want long grass. Okay, I'm just a fucking idiot. I see. Yeah, we got you. I got
Well
you.
then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo,
Look at the
you should go into zoo
kitty.
management and then into the animals section.
Look at the kitty. It's not stressed out anymore. Yay. I am having fun, even though I don't... What? I'm sorry. There we go. Meow meow. That's what we'll name it. Meow meow. Probably it is a predatory animal. Okay.
As you
Fine.
can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay, welfare. Hard shelter. Habitat. Okay, they need some hard shelter. This is... What species is this? This is the... There we go. Does that make it better? Okay, I don't think I made it better. Did I not make it better? I'm sorry. Do you need some more like bedding like this maybe? Is that better? No? Well, I give up. Because you're being mean. What do you mean? I gave you this, I gave you that. I don't understand. You want some enrichment items. Okay. What type of enrichment items do you prefer? Food enrichment. Okay. Is this food enrichment? And now they need some toys. Okay. But they need a hard shelter. Okay. Is this helping at all? Do they need another shelter? y'all, we are learning this together. Oh. Did that fix it? Okay, who else is upset? Okay. Okay, habitat. Heater. And they're all getting power, alright. Is that better for you? Okay, I guess the elephants need something too. Well, hello? It's a baby elephant. Look at it. Oh, it's so cute. Hi. How are you? What's your name? Sabella. Okay. Oh, you're taking a shit. Never mind. Y'all have no food enrichment. Alright. Is this just like the gray African savanna elephant? I was gonna say, is it like the gray elephant? Alright. They need food enrichment. So there's, they need a lot of toys apparently. Oh god. Alright. This is a scatter feeder. Toy enrichment. And we'll give them a large tire. Okay. Who else is upset? What is the average welfare? We are 2% off. Okay. Okay. So the ostriches need something. Okay. What would you prefer? More food enrichment. Perfect. Okay. Habitat. I got this. Species. Ostrich. And what do they like for food enrichment? Is this like a... Okay, we're gonna pause this while I fix this real quick, alright? Null. One-way glass. There it is. There you go. Now y'all can see that better. And now we need to go fix this really quickly while I'm here. We are going to select all. Make... Oh, God. There we go. That was almost an oopsie right there. You see, that's what we call an oopsie. We can close this. Alright, and now we can, like, take... Is there a way I can select multiple? I guess not. Okay. Now this is fixed. Zoo. Okay, who's upset now? Everybody's happy except Latifah. All right, where are you at? Okay. Why are you upset?
Your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, penguins. I love penguins. Penguins are so cool. Food and
Did you ever watch Atypical on Netflix?
I'm not.
The main character is very into penguins.
What is that? What are you doing? Do y'all want a forage box too? Does that make you happy? Oh. I don't think it makes you happy because you're a warthog, not an ostrich. Oh. I'm gonna give y'all. Okay. $89%. Okay, who's not happy now? I feel like we're like, who's dragging us down? Is it the Tigers? They're the only people I don't think I've done yet. All right. Toy enrichment. Y'all are bored. Okay, I got it. Y'all are Bengal Tigers, right? Yeah. Habitat. Toys. Clear. Filters. Species. Okay, I'm getting this game. I'm starting to understand it. Do y'all want a sprinkler? Will that make you happy? You need some more hard shelter? Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's
Yay.
still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to
Okay.
grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
My passport? Where are we going? Alright. My first zoo. Save zoo. Goodness. Yeah. It's a zoo game. Oh look, I got a gold statue on my map. Alright, y'all, do we play the second tutorial? Or do we go straight into the thing? I think we should probably do the second tutorial, because I'm still just starting to barely understand this game. What do y'all think? So you got this one, so this will just be like your like average start, like this will be our first one, and then this is another tutorial where they'll kind of like help me out. That's very helpful. I'm gonna go grab a hoodie, and hopefully somebody will answer by the time I'm back. I will be back. they've returned. No wonder I'm so cold. It's actually like getting starting to cool off outside. Actually, y'all, it was like 70 degrees. Cam says tutorial. That sounds perfect to me.
We got 38 degrees today.
That was your high?
No, that's what it is right now.
Oh,
Our
hold
high
up.
today was probably like
I'm
50.
going to tell you this.
Haven't you always known?
Welcome to
No.
Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart
Okay,
from the
this
weather,
this
I
zoo is
suppose.
dope as
They
fuck.
don't
I
call
want to
these
go to
places
this zoo.
Rainforest for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary where we're doing vitally important conservation work, not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes,
It's still dope as fuck
well,
nonetheless.
apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are, and yet the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our
think
operation
that's
here
true.
does
Hold
some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Oh, no. I seen the wrong comparison. I was about to say
What
my
do you think of
biology minor
Madagascar
started
then?
kicking in.
Bit warm for my tastes, to be honest.
Oh,
Anyway,
Cosmic
this
Cow
is
made an
Burmese
appearance.
Primate Sanctuary. It's not just
There's also like a
primates, though.
burger
We've got
place
all
in here, if
sorts
I'm
of
not
animals.
mistaken.
So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they
What
should be in a
country
Shakespeare
or state
play.
do you want to visit?
Come on, let's head over to
So-
them.
Growing up as a kid, I used to travel a lot. So I've been to a good bit of the states. Like I've been to over half the states. So I want to finish going to all the rest of the states so I can say that I've been to every single state. And then I want to go to Canada. I want to go to the UK. I want to go to Germany, Australia, just to name a few.
You should go to Manitoba. What's your favorite and least favorite state,
Ooh.
or just place you've been?
Favorite place I've been.
So just anything outside of your home state.
Texas.
Okay.
Texas is my favorite place I've been. Austin, Houston, DFW, they're all fun places to be.
And least favorite doesn't have to mean it sucks. It can, but just
Least
that way you don't
favorite,
have to
New
feel
Jersey.
bad. Yeah.
Or I'd say New Jersey, or actually, no. Least favorite would be Minnesota. Because when I went to Minnesota, the people there were mean, and I didn't like it.
Wow. Were they Minnesota mean or were they mean?
I don't know. I'm Southern, so, like, they were just mean.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Massawa.
I didn't feel the
That's in
hospitality.
northeast Madagascar.
It was a
They
culture
can
shock.
actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
These little
Fancy that, eh?
guys.
Okay, when you're ready,
Little
let's go find our
cuties.
Bornean orangutans.
I saw you had this game, Chrissy. I saw your character when I was loading into the map. Okay, where are we going to now?
Oh, you're gonna go on a road trip with Chrissy?
I should go
Hi,
on a road trip
Chrissy.
with Chrissy.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvelous creature. They're always a big
That'd be a
favourite at
fun
any zoo they
podcast to
feature
listen
in.
to,
And they're
just you and
also
Chrissy
the
driving
biggest
around
tree-dwelling
to the rest of the
animal on
states.
Oh my,
planet.
we would have to have
Assuming you don't
so
count any
many
lions
like
that
things
got
lined
stuck
up.
one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the
Yeah, no, I was at the
animal
like
camera.
zoo. They were just mean.
Aren't they just
It's nice
incredible?
zoo though.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters. Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Yeah,
Why
Rhett would
wouldn't you
just
know
be
it,
like
one
in
of
the
the
car,
bonobos
like,
made a run for it.
I'm fixing
We'll
to
need
have
to
some
catch them, but
KFC
before we
right
do,
now or
we
something
should
like
box
that.
up the other bonobos
And
to
then I
stop
feel like
them
Chrissy would be like,
escaping
no, let's
too.
go somewhere that's like
Select the habitat boundary to bring
unique
up the
to where
habitat
we are.
information panel. Good. Now open the Animals tab. And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining
This-
bonobos.
This does not
Now,
seem
we'll need
healthy
a vet
for the
to
animals.
recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild.
what, the walls?
Not an ideal situation. So
Arguing
we'll
about
need
where
to
to
hire
stop
a
next.
replacement sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area. You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Chrissy feels
Now,
like,
click on one
oh,
of the paths to place
like
the
I
vet
heard
in
there's
your
the
zoo.
biggest like DMV in the world here. Like, let's go visit that, or
Great.
just
Now
some
let's
weird
deal with
thing.
our escapee
like the
before they can cause
administrative
too much
buildings,
havoc. Use the
just
animal
mundane
alerts to jump
things.
to the escaped bonobo. And
Okay.
then click on the call vet button to call the vet over to capture it.
Drop him in the water.
Oh, okay, that's the relief.
Everyone run!
So while the
There's
vet
a- there's
deals
an
with our
animal
bonobo
on the
friends,
loose.
Let's go fix
Get
up their
away.
habitat so they can't escape again.
Don't run towards
Head
the
back over
animal.
there.
Drop a kid in the cage. Can you change that gorilla's
As you
name?
can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one. Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make
Stop
sure
to see
to
the
add
National Postal
climb-proof
Service
barriers
Museum?
to the top.
Absolutely.
That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that. Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in. Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long. Select
Yeah.
the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again. And then open the animals tab.
I'd imagine you'd probably
So,
be pretty
it
sad
turns out
too
that
if I
as well as
boxed
the
you
old
up.
vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts. You
Oh,
see,
goodness.
mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again. Oh, gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Chrissy, that comment got held for review. I don't know if it told you.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it
Wow.
swiftly. And more importantly,
Favorite
without
holiday.
the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
Christmas.
You see, another
Because
key
everybody's
responsibility
so
for our
festive.
vets
Get
is
off of
animal
my
research.
I don't want to place this
Researching
anymore.
animals
Go
allows
away.
vets to unlock new enrichment
I like
items,
seeing all the
additional
Christmas
information
lights,
for our
all the
education
decorations.
resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality.
The problem is people
The animals'
are
food, not the vets.
on their
It'll take more than a
worst
research grant to improve the staff
behavior,
canteen.
like,
Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running a
rudeness
zoo.
wise around
In order
Christmas
for a vet to undertake research, they require a research
to
centre. And once again, that's
employees
something that this zoo
anywhere,
is missing.
literally
So let's
anywhere.
build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it. Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it.
Independence Day.
Independence
Select the
Day.
research centre
That's
for
good.
placement, and then
This is
hover
the-
over the
yeah,
shell.
what
You'll
came your
see
mod.
that asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building. Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre,
we, like,
can give our
extend the
vets
research
something to do
centre?
in there.
Across the entire
By the way,
zoo.
it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our
Just
vet
let it float out
researching
into the
ring-tailed
world.
lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select vet research. Here, you can see a list of all the
Okay.
animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur.
I think it was the other word.
Drag and
I
drop your
think it was
vet
'cause
onto
Yeah,
ring-tailed
the
lemur
combination of
to start
everything.
their
Yeah, I think it
research.
was just a combination of the sentence. Okay, what do you want? Oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Least favorite holiday. Halloween.
Okay, y'all. Well, now that Derek's gone.
Rude. I was wondering what that noise was.
Okay, I don't understand what this thing wants me to do.
No, I don't think it was the CO word. I think it was just the whole like sentence sounded like it was gonna be something inappropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like. I think
The word behind before
Yeah.
that word.
I'll message you.
Chrissy's
Valentine's
so
Day.
unromantic. So
No.
unromantic.
I agree. I agree. I back Christy on that 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, zoo. Okay, staff management,
New Year's is pretty overrated too.
caretakers, vendors. We hire a lot of staff here. Where are the vets at? Where's my vet at? Oh, there he is. Okay, I need to drag him on icon. The ring-tailed lemur icon. I'm confused.
Yeah, New Year's it's like, oh great, we get to do it all again.
Are
Why
they
can't it
over
look at
here?
the entire context? Because it's like stupid computer.
I'm confused. Okay. Maybe I need to go back to the research station. Zoo.
Yeah, I think I think New Year's is more overrated than just like
Oh.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm
So I
not
think
sure
people,
we've got
like,
any education
put
boards
so
or
much into
speakers
it
by the
and
lemur's
like,
habitat.
oh, like we get to start over
Let's head
again
over
and
there and
things will
have
be
some,
better this
so our
year and
guests can learn all
like,
about the
it just
furry
happens to
little
be
delights.
yeah, New Year's resolutions overhyped. It just happens to be the day
First
that the
off,
calendar
let's pop down
restarts.
2
Just make
education
those
boards.
resolutions
Place them on the
any
habitat
time of the
barriers
year.
at a height that guests can see, or if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Wow, Chrissy.
How do I flip this bitch? Excuse me. Can y'all like disappear? I'm trying to work on my zoo and y'all are in the way.
What's an underrated holiday?
Let's see an odd lang sign. Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel. And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said. Fantastic! Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it.
Thank you, fucking
Ooh,
Captain
It
Obvious.
looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs.
Use those boards really
We'll
helps
need to
guest
collect the
management.
results. We can do that
Charger
by clicking
commands,
on the
wrong
notification
game,
or by going
Streamlabs.
back into the vet research area.
Oh, look, they all have names. So if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken, I could be completely wrong on this. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. The names of all the guests are names of people that actually supported the game when it was being developed, and they they gave money to the game company. If I could be completely wrong, like completely, but I'm like pretty sure I'm not.
So Memorial Day, I feel, has some like deservingness to it. Labor Day, maybe not so much anymore. I'm sure like 100 years ago it was meaningful, but
Yeah. So like I don't even know what I was saying. I forgot. Oh, no, I do. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like these are all names of people that supported the game. Like, I'm very, very, very certain.
like Patreon supporters.
Yeah, yeah. I think that they used like the supporters of the game, because like when Planet Coaster was in beta phase, and if you gave them money, depending on how, like if you gave them, I think it was like $10, you got a character named after you, and then like if there was like you donated like $500, they put your name on a plaque going into the amusement park. They might. This will tell me if they did it for this one. I just gotta find the entrance. Where the hell is the entrance for this place? Okay.
Is yours? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so it was like they had plaques at the entrance. And maybe they didn't do the plaques for this game, they just did the characters. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. Alright, collect research.
Go on, collect your research rewards. Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Okay.
Next, click on the Terrain tab. Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
How do I drop this bitch down? Where's the controls for like how I move
Wow.
this thing up and down?
Did you see what command Chrissy wants you to put in?
What command? Oh. Wow. Chrissy, you can't say that. That's mean. I'm gonna put the climbing frame right by the edge so they climb out and climb and attack people. No, where would be the most like I feel like this right here would be the best place to put it. Okay. Yeah, it's just fucking levitating and shit. I don't know. Okay, I got it figured out. There we go. Now it's all touching the ground.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Ooh, you gotta move?
So, a new
I didn't
climbing
know
frame
that.
and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
Moving
Now, I
sucks.
think it's time we looked at
I'm
one of
gonna
the
have to
zoo's
move
most
soon.
important responsibilities.
I moved across
releasing
campus and it
animals
fucking
into the
sucked.
wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release?
Yeah, it's even more
Well,
fun when
their
you
age is an
like
important
have a
factor.
house and then you have to move.
I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows
Best
you
thing
to
I learned
adopt
about
even
moving.
more animals. And what's
Higher
more,
movers.
the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So,
Best
with
part
that in
about moving
mind,
is what?
let's pop over to our
Best thing I've
orangutan
learned about moving
habitat.
is just hire movers.
Locate the highlighted area.
Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click
Oh,
through
okay.
each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
I have a good command.
Isn't that-
Okay, what's the command to put
I
in?
know, it's
Isn't
sad to
that
see him
a
go, but he'll be happy
Meme
out
or
in the
something?
wild.
The rent's too damn
And
high.
he's a
Or is that
wonderful
from a movie or
candidate for
something?
release. Young,
What?
strong, and fertile.
Because he said the rent's too damn high.
Excellent work
I feel like
there.
isn't that
You've
like a quote
definitely got
from
potential,
something?
you know.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
$100 an hour?
Okay, so far
not
we've done
bad.
a lot
God
of work
damn.
with habitat animals, but now it's
That's a
time
pretty
to
good
learn
deal
all about
for them.
exhibit animals. Let's
I've
build a
I've had
brand new
movers and then just been
exhibit.
like,
I've marked an area for
yeah,
our
I
exhibit.
like the
How
truck's
about
full
we
and
head
it's
over
like
there?
I don't even want that thing. Like, do you want it? And just let them keep it.
Hold on, I want to see something. 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4. They want me to have how many different species up in this zoo? How many? Excuse me? Excuse me?
But that's the great thing, Chrissy, too, about movers is like they're good at packing too. So if you're not good, it's amazing how if you get good ones, how like efficient they are at packing your stuff.
I am bored of this game.
9K.
My ADHD has like been like, okay,
Yeah.
too much. What should I play next?
Is it
Okay, let's say this.
how many like trucks worth of stuff did you have to move? Like I guess like how big of a house did you have to move from?
Okay, so I don't have this game installed, but how long would it take me to it would take me a hot minute to install that one. Planet Coaster, do I have that one installed? I don't have it installed. It wouldn't take too long to install. I've got SpongeBob. We can play SpongeBob.
Golf with friends.
Ooh, we could play Golf with Friends. That wouldn't take me but like a few minutes to install. Chrissy, do you have Golf with Friends?
Half a semi truck. Okay.
Does Chrissy have Golf with Friends?
I feel like that's a decent price for something like that.
Play SpongeBob? Why do you have SpongeBob? Wow, I love SpongeBob, and I'm about to buy the new SpongeBob. Chrissy, you should come play Golf with Friends with us. I need to keep decluttering. Chained Together? Good. No. 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 Absolutely. You will never catch me playing Chained Together. Nope. That game makes me motion sick. It makes me I can already see it making me pissed off. Like, no.
Having to completely rely on the people you're playing with.
I will play DB. I'm gonna play DBD sometime.
DBD.
Yeah. You've never heard of DBD? Dead by Daylight?
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Have you played Dead by Daylight? Hold on, I can see if you own it.
No.
One second.
I don't.
Jacob's playing Dead by Daylight. Let's see if he's in his Discord. Hold up. I might switch to DBD. Y'all might get to see my DBD skills. Let me message Jacob. 1v1 me on Cowshed now. Kidding, I hate that game. Among Us? Among Us? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Chrissy, do you want to come play Among Us?
Which game do you hate, Chrissy? Among Us, or do you hate Dead by Daylight?
I think she hates Dead by Daylight.
The great thing too is rent a U-Haul and have movers load it for you, and then you just do the driving.
Can you do that?
Yep, you can do whatever you want. The great thing about being an adult.
Switch over to my live chat. All right, y'all. Y'all want to play Among Us? Go jump in the live chat waiting room. Everybody should have access. There's the link to the Discord. I cleaned up the command today where it's not so long. Join the waiting room. I have to keep decluttering. You can take a little Among Us break.
Yeah, you know, for your sanity. I mean, Rhett has a charger crash command.
Yeah, I have a charger crash. Yeah, I
Classic
have a
Halloween
carver
hacks.
crash. Among Us doesn't make me sane. What? This game is so fucking loud.
I guess you'll just have to keep those seashells.
Oh, we already have that. Charger Plus. And hold up, let me test something. I fixed it! I
What?
fixed it! I fixed it! Fuck yeah! Sorry, I got really excited. That's been a pain in my fucking ass trying to get that bitch set. Did it fix? Did it really fix? Well, we were gonna play Zoocosis, now we're gonna play Among Us. You should come play, Dakota. Okay, I'm gonna mute this for right now until we get some more people in, but
You when you get in a lobby, you want to send me the code?
yeah, I got you. Alright, we're gonna do a couple matches of Among Us. Well, if we get enough people to play Among Us, we can't play with 3 people. Oh, Derek needs the
Dakota
code.
joining.
Yeah.
Among Us, eh? Yeah. Among Us Bungus.
There's fungus among us.
Bungus Among Us. Charger Plus play, it only works with 1. Actually, I don't know if that Charger Plus, I think the Charger Plus is actually restricted. If I'm not mistaken, that's a restricted command.
So one of your mods has to add when you hit a charger.
Yeah, only me or a moderator can do the Charger Plus command. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, that audio stuff last night really ticked me off.
What audio stuff?
So I was recording the mower races, and when we all left the Yellow Jack at the end, and I went and got drunk and tried to throw pocket sand in K-Man's face and all that. I
Mhm.
was rewatching it all just to make sure it all came out fine. And as soon as we left the Yellow Jack, I had no audio for the video.
Ooh.
Well,
And
if
I didn't know that.
if nobody joins for Among Us, I'm gonna switch to DVD. I'm a set a time. Okay. I'm a set a timer. If nobody, we don't have enough people in the next.
You're gonna post it in MBI?
4 minutes. I'm not gonna put, I pinged the entire server. Like I pinged.
Yeah, your server.
Yeah. And I put in chat.
Okay.
Someone, anyone, join.
People, you can play on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing on.
Dakota's gonna join.
Ooh.
We are gonna go play some DBD though. So we might play a couple things of Among Us, and then we're gonna go play DBD. Honestly, I think you need like 5 people to play.
Wow, 5 people.
I really do think you need 5 people.
Something like that.
Oh no, you just need 4. Okay, yeah, it says it doesn't want me to start with 4 players, but we're gonna try it.
4 imposters.
You're watching my stream. Turn on my stream.
I have the video away. I'm just looking at your chat.
I've got it on the second monitor.
Oh, I put too many tasks.
I forgot how to play this game. Okay.
Left, right, A, B, A, B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch Rat murder me.
I'm a good boy. I'm a invite.
Yeah, just for that, I'm gonna murder you, even though I'm a crewmate.
Hey, this isn't whatchamacallit.
Lockdown protocol.
Yeah.
We can play Deceit.
What the hell? Okay. That's weird. Never had that happen before.
That's clear.
Oh, hold up. I can do it again.
I want to do it again.
Oh, there's a dead body here.
Well, you're clear, so it has to be Steel Cheek.
But I was near you, Derek. Not
Yeah,
I'm
Derek.
dead.
Derek's dead.
Dakota.
Yeah, you were near Derek and you stabbed him in the throat.
Well,
I
it's
have nobody.
it's one of you, and if I vote out the wrong person, the game's over. So,
Let your chat decide.
I'm
Damn,
gonna-
Rhett, you voted quick.
you voted quick.
Well, yeah, because I knew it wasn't you. I watched you pour the trash out. You goof.
Oh, okay, it was still cheap. Easiest game of Among Us in history. We gotta have more people.
I guess that's why you really can't have 3 people.
Yeah, because you could kill one person, be over.
Yep.
I hate this song. What song is this? Where's one of the songs I like on this list?
The left one.
Here we go. Oh goodness me. So run with me. Might actually shut off stream for DVD depending on who's playing. If it's someone that I haven't talked to in a hot minute, I want to catch up and don't want to be on stream with that. I got Snapchats I need to answer real quick.
Yeah, I don't answer my Snapchats.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Oh, you, Michael, you little son of a bitch.
Anybody want to join
Using my mini truck as soon as it comes out.
and
Oh
running
yeah, I love it so much.
running from the police?
I know. I actually want one. That's why I
I just want you to know. I just
put
want
the
you to
file
know.
in.
I just want you to know. I was about to ram the hell out of your rear, and then you cut off into the dirt.
Okay.
It was coming. It was. I'm talking super pit.
The hell are you talking about?
He ran from the police in it, and I was about
Oh.
to super pit him.
Yeah, with it fully maxed out, it only tops out at like 97 miles an hour.
Yeah. It's
I'm
fast for what it
140 going
is.
downhill.
I mean, it's like a little bitty car.
It's a mini truck.
I don't think it would be that fast.
Actually, let's see how much they're going for right now.
$17 million.
About 10.
The problem is like everyone wants them, so you gotta pay extra. Unless you get one from like Timu.
Ooh,
I may be importing some in the near future.
Oh, yeah.
We'll find out.
To
You
sell
gotta import them and sell them.
No, just
for yourself.
myself. Yeah, get one for me. Get a little forklift that only costs like $2,000. You know,
Yep.
like
Put it on the back.
Yeah.
so you can
they're-
import direct from China.
No,
the
what you gotta
the
do-
90s models are actually pretty cheap right now. Well, cheaper.
Yeah, I think you can find used ones for like 7.
Yeah,
Um,
they're-
but on some of those import sites, they're like 2,000 to 3,000.
there's one
Problem
that's
is
in
the
my
freight
city
charges.
that's,
Yeah, you got to pay the freight no matter what.
Yeah.
Suck, but
Or
you're
like
filling a
drive
40-foot
drive to
container,
a
you know.
port. Yeah, you've got to go to the
Yeah.
container yard.
I saw a TikTok the other day talking about like
just get that container, put it on
when
the
you-
rail.
when you buy
There
a
you go.
vehicle and they like deliver it to the factory that was made in and allow you to drive on the track, you're quite literally paying them to deliver the vehicle to you directly. Like you're paying to deliver the vehicle yourself, I guess is a better way to say it.
You're paying to pick up your vehicle.
Yeah.
I might have to buy this one. It's only
Somebody said, "What's your dream
50.
car?" earlier. I don't know who that was. Dream car? I really want a GR86.
You say it's only 50?
$37.50.
Oh, that's a lot. Or is that miles?
That is the price. $3,750.
Ferrari does it. Audi does it. Chevy does it with the Corvette. And if you do Now the Corvette experience does come with a lot more than just like a track experience. You get like you get a VIP tour of the Corvette museum. They put your Corvette on display like in the center and show it off to everybody, and then you get some other stuff in the car itself, like
And people are like, "Wow, what an ugly color."
I want
Spend
one
all that money for that.
I want one that's like the color of my logo, just absolutely catches your
Ugh.
eye. No, I want what did they call it? The one Toyota just released the Hakone edition of the GR86. It's
The
this
Haktua edition.
No, Hakone. It's this beautiful green color and has like bronzish golden rims. It's beautiful. And I love like the little thing they put on the website. They that only like people who know. I sent it to Chrissy. Because Chrissy is one of the people that would know it. The thing they have on their website says 86 the limits.
I feel like a lot of people know what 86 means.
Well, now you'd have to work in a restaurant to know what it means, though. Like,
I've never worked in a restaurant
how do you know what 86 means?
because I've heard it in life. When a restaurant person's like, "Oh, sorry, that's 86." Oops, I mean, it means we don't have it.
I've done that in front of a customer. I've been like, "Oh yeah, sorry, that's 86. I mean, sorry, we don't have that." Straight up, same thing.
Or like I've seen like a chalkboard that just says like 80, like it has the menu and then they just write like 86 next to it.
Oh yeah, no, we have a marker board in the back of our restaurant, and quite literally, we have like it's split down the middle, and we have low stock on one side and 86 on the other, and so that way we can just while we run back to the kitchen to grab something or do something, we'll know what's there. Because it catches your eye when something gets put on the list.
You should start when you shoot your tasers, be like, "Oh, I'm 86 on taser."
86 taser. Nobody else can join? Wow. Okay.
Come on, Chrissy.
Make me for your flop.
Just throw those seashells out.
Absolute flop.
Did everyone party too hard today and on the holiday?
People thought classes were canceled today, and nobody showed up to class. It was the funniest thing ever.
It's a state holiday for us.
We still had class today. Although, like, K-12 schools were closed, we still had class.
Mm.
I'm being responsible.
Gross.
Yeah, being responsible is nasty, don't you know? Well, if nobody's gonna join us, I'll just end stream. Guess I'll do outro.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all for showing up. I'll see you later. Bye.